Hi, Gary here. Remember the 1995 film Braveheart? It's where Mel Gibson played William Wallace, a Scottish warrior trying to free Scotland from England. And at the very end of the film, he's kind of being laid out and drawn and quartered. Horrific scene. But at that last moment, his last breath, he yells out, "Freedom!" really loud. And what he's really saying, I think, is what we as Americans really believe very strongly in. Freedoms in all areas of our life. So if we look at money in particular, have these 5 money freedoms that we want to maintain and build over our life. Why? Because it's really important to use money as a tool and have it work for us and not have it do things or react to how it might affect us in a negative manner. So the first one is basically saving money. Why would you do that? Why? Because it keeps you out of a reactive mode. If you don't have any money, no savings, no emergency funds to go to. Very important not to be reactive. It keeps you from making really quick, bad decisions about money. And it gives you some room to breathe and to think. It's just really important. Not one just there all the time, always going along, saving money. Number 2 is selective friends. Yeah, supposedly we're a sum of the 5 or an average of the 5 people that we hang out with the most. And so you might be hanging out with people that really aren't of your nature, of your ilk, of who you are, or who you want to be. And so, yeah, we change friends, and it happens over time for everybody. But very important when you're dealing with money here, because of all the things that happen with friends around money. Third one, plan everything. I know, boring, really boring. But if you plan everything, it gives you a very disciplined thinking process. And what it lets you do is it gives you a lot of freedom, because you can go to plan B or plan C, or you completely pivot. But if you know the who, what, when, where, and why, and you've got that planned out, boy, you can really move. It gives you a lot more freedom. It's kind of the opposite of what you think, and that's how it works. Fourth one, access to money. We got to be able to get capital. Why? Because we buy cars and houses and business opportunities and all sorts of things that require money, lots of money. And we can't do that unless we're saving and we have money set aside, our cash flow is positive, all those things. But it creates so much in the opportunity area in our lives. It's just so important. And finally, the 5th one is creating your avatar, your money avatar. What am I saying here? George S. Patton, General Patton, remember him from World War II? When he was a cadet and entering West Point at 19 years old, he was a very introverted, shy, kind of very much back in the shadows kind of person. He decided in his first year to change himself completely into the persona that we all saw, in the movies out there as General Patton. Completely switched to who he was. Not dissimilar to maybe your own experiences where you see people you remember from grammar school or high school and you meet them 10, 15 years later and they're totally changed. You go, what happened? Well, they changed the avatar or what they wanted to be moving forward in the future. Now, I'm going to say these 5 things are tough. They're not easy. But success is not easy, and that's what happens around money. Take your time, and once you get those 5 completely running for you, boy, I tell you what, it makes freedom really great. It allows you to do anything you want to do. So it's just really important to kind of make sure you're looking at those 5 things and being very clear about where you want to go in the future. So until next time, enjoy.